Writing is slow speaking. If you are at an intermediate level or above, you should be writing to improve your speaking. Think about your native language. People who write speak better than people who don't write. I don't think that you should be writing when you first start learning a language. I think you should speak first. After you feel a little bit fluent with the language, writing becomes a super useful tool. And guess what? People who read write better than people who don't read. So you should be using reading and writing to improve your English. One of the reasons that this doesn't always work is because in order for this method to be effective, you have to be actively paying attention to patterns in the language. And this does not come naturally for everyone. So I'm going to show you a sample text to show you the process of how to look for patterns when you're reading and writing. And this is specifically to improve your spoken English. So we have this sample text. Many people believe remote work increases productivity. However, research shows that productivity depends more on task type than on work location. As a result, remote work only increases productivity in roles where the tasks align well with independent work. Now, as long as you understood the gist of that, you can ignore the content. Okay, forget about what they just said and focus on the language itself. First thing you want to do is isolate the pattern. Many people believe X. However, research shows that XYZ. As a result, ABC. Number two, isolate the function of the pattern. What's this pattern for? We're correcting a common misconception and replacing it with a better understanding of the topic, right? So this is like persuasive. So we have a claim, many people believe X. Then we have, however, reframe. However, research shows that XYZ. And then we have a result. As a result, ABC. Copy the pattern with unrelated content that you know something about. Maybe you know about studying. Many people believe that studying longer increases grade point average. However, research shows that focus matters more than hours. As a result, students who focus better perform better. Now, reproduce that pattern 5 more times with topics that you know something about or have opinions about, right? So you're just going to identify 5 different misconceptions that you think people have and correct their opinions using this pattern. If you want to take this one step further, start looking for synonyms and antonyms within the pattern. So many people believe. Instead of believe, could we use trust, think, assume? Instead of research shows, could we say the evidence shows, studies show? The truth is that. Instead of using however, could we use but? Could we rephrase it with though? Instead of as a result, could we say as a consequence, this leads to, this results in? So 2 tips. 1, micro focus on the patterns of the language and copy the pattern without copying the content. And number 2, write about what you know about.